ongoing joke.
Wait, question.
Huh?
Okay, so kind of overall though. So you said you've had like a lot of experiences, right? Let's talk about body count. Do you think it's wrong for a guy to judge a woman on her body count, like to not want to be with a girl because she's had a lot of previous sexual partners?
Yeah, because it's like a huge double standard.
What if it's not though? Like it could be, but what if it's not?
Like not a double standard?
Yeet.
I mean, yeah, with some guys it's not a double standard. Yeah, I don't know. I just don't think things tend to work out when people are on different pages. Like even with my friends, I found that relationships are hard when people are not, like, it's not about being sexually compatible. It's like also sometimes like people care a lot about experience too, like because jealousy can derive from those types of things along with like spite or judgment. So what I found is like most of the time when people kind of have those things in common, there's less complaint? Question mark? I don't know.
Do you object to men caring about body count?
I think it's, if he's gonna ask about my body count, then I feel like, okay, I'm gonna look here.
Oh, okay.
Then I guess I would want to know his body count. So
Do you think it's like immature or insecure for a guy to care about body count?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, body count for men and women is different. And I feel like part of a woman's value comes from her purity.
So you don't object to men like caring about body count?
No.
Violet, what about you?
I think men and women can care about body count. I think it's a little like unclassy to ask, you know, like in regular people sense, but if you're coming to someone like a sex worker, like you definitely should ask. I think it's very responsible.
A guy should ask a woman who's a sex worker her body count?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Madison?
I don't object.
Okay.
If they're planning on having sex together.
Sure. Yeah, I think it's important. Okay, so some of you said body count doesn't matter. If body count doesn't matter, what's your body count?
I only count certain things. It's 35.
What do you mean you only count certain things?
I don't know. Like, I count it as I think what the definition is.
P
I just
and the
know
V?
some people, yeah.
P and the V?
I just know a lot of people that define it differently than that, if that makes sense.
Do you mean like some people will define it like they'll only count long-term relationships or they won't count one-night stands type
Like
of shit?
some people will count like oral and stuff like that too.
Should we do, let's do P and the V count and S-ing the D count.
Oh, I've lost count of that. I don't know.
Well, okay, so P and the
I
V.
don't count that.
What's your P and the V count?
35.
What's your S-ing the D count?
I don't know.
Estimate.
Maybe like
Into the mic.
440.
Hide that mic.
Ish.
40-ish?
40-ish. I really have no idea.
So 100 plus?
Don't know. Could be. Just kidding.
Well, because I mean, you said 35 for P and the V.
Yeah.
But it sounded like it would be much higher S-ing the D because you've forgotten.
Well, yeah, because I have a list in my diary of people I fucked. So
you have a diary?
It's not
Can
really.
we see it?
No.
Can you fax me a copy or some shit?
You'll just look at it and be like, why?
What do you write? Do you like write a page? Do you just have like a one-line entry? Oliver, this date, his penis was this big.
Oh no, I don't take notes on the guys.
You just name. That's it.
And then everything else in there is like completely unrelated.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. 35. Would you say, because you're 21, right? Like, of your female friends, do you think that like 35 is pretty typical?
No. Most of the people I hang out with are different than me in that sense. My best friend from home, like, we're very similar in those ways. I'm also
Right.
not from California, and I feel like people's mindsets here might be different, or at least all the people I've met since I've been at school are a bit different.
Okay. So 35 body count. Okay. Becca, what about you?
Can we pass? No.
Can't
Okay.
pass.
Cool. Got it. I would say total body count probably around 20.
Around 20?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, not something I want to share.
She said it does matter.
Violet?
I don't think I'm comfortable sharing.
Here, tell us what Violet's body count is, and tell us what Elizabeth's body count is.
Like, I've been doing sex work since I was 18, so I've done a lot of shows and stuff. But it doesn't mean my body count is like really high. It doesn't mean it's low. It is what it is.
Also, why did you make her have to answer and not them too?
I mean, I can't force her to answer. It seemed like she was pretty definitive. I mean, do you want to... It's one? At least one, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Violet, I assume it's at least one for you too.
I don't know.
I'll be right back.
I need proof
Madison? Madison?
Hello?
Oh, are you going to answer the question? Or?
8.
Okay. I need to get up really quick. If there's anything you guys want to talk about, does anybody have anything, please?
What do you think Brian's body count is?
Is that
Do you? So he's been in a few serious relationships, I would say.
Mm-hmm.
Is
I
he
don't know.
from California?
He was born in France.
Oh, yeah, he was. When did he move to California?
I have
guess I
no
could ask
idea.
that.
like 12 or something.
Oh,
He's
okay.
probably like 2 years old or something.
Considering that we're in Isla Vista, I would say it's above 50 to 100.
Wow.
Who?
That's my assumption.
Oh, yeah. I feel like
For
the
him?
college
Mhm.
kids here go pretty crazy,
Mhm.
I would say.
I feel like you have to work pretty hard to get like 50 to 100. Like,
That's,
not
Not
if you're a
whenever-
woman.
yeah, and
Yeah.
whenever
but
you're
it does
strong.
time consuming at least, right?
Not really. I feel like if you have nothing to do, if you're a college student, all you have to do is school. Like, there's parties here 5 days a week, so it's
Wow.
like not 5 days a week. Maybe could be, but a few
Pretty
days a
much.
week.
Y'all are just
So
whoring
it's
for
just
free.
like, yeah, exactly.
I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
But y'all all went to Santa Barbara. Is that like the common thing right here?
Well,
Like
UCSB is like the #1 party school in. Is it in California or in
I'd say
America?
one, at least top
it's
3 in
at least
the US.
top 5 in the
Yeah,
US
yeah.
for party school.
Oh,
so I don't
wow.
know.
Mhm.
It's
That's
just like, I
fun.
guess, the party environment. kind
Yeah.
of
Yeah, even my grandma knew.
makes
She's
people
like, "You're
little do
going to
things like
UCSB?" So,
Oh, did you go too?
She's like,
yeah,
I know what's going on.
I transferred. I went to a Christian university before I came here. So very 180.
Oh, okay. But yeah, I just
Yeah.
feel like the
Are you
party
guys-
environment here is a little more.
You guys talking about school? Or?
No, we're talking about like party environment.
Oh, okay.
And, like, I don't know. She was saying like, I don't know. Yeah, how it's hard to rack up like
Does
a 50
any-
body count, and I said like not if you're a woman, especially here.
Who said that?
I just think it would be time consuming. I mean,
Some
I
girls,
understand like women are turning down guys every day, but
Yeah.
that's,
Some girls will do that shit their first freshman semester or quarter. 30 bodies.
yeah,
40
and it's
bodies.
amazing that like people think porn will wear you out, but college girls are doing that. It's crazy.
Well, I think the difference, the criticisms of women involved in porn is that shit's like on the internet for life.
Yes, and you definitely have to be okay with that. And
So I think probably a lot of guys have an issue with both. They don't want a woman with high body count, and they don't want women who have naked photos of themselves or like sleeping and fucking other men on the internet for the world to see. That's probably, they're both undesirable, I'd say, for most men.
Yeah.
Do you
for
disagree?
Sure.
It's okay if you disagree, Violet.
No, I
Says she
agree.
agreed.
You agree?
Yes, sir.
But you continue doing the work that you're doing despite you.
Yes, because I love it.
You love what precisely?
I love creating content. I love being free and traveling and kind of just creating my day around what I want to do. And I understand that it's not going to be like that forever. So I'm just making the most of it right now and getting it all locked in.
Good times. Okay. Let me see if we got any chats here. We have Darian Murphy. Do you want to read this one, Rachel? I think it's directed to you.
Yeah.
No, like out loud.
Oh. Here we go. First girl, serious advice. You need to stop making decisions and choices. Find a man in your family who is sensible and who really cares about you. And just take their advice seriously. Also, abandon feminism. It's truly poison. Okay, you guys are all just like really misogynistic. I don't necessarily need a man to tell me. I also have females who can support me. I feel like women and men can both provide that.
Wait,
So I don't
what
know.
is misogynistic about his statement here?
Well, I don't know why it has to be a man. Why does it have to be a man? I think the problem
Why
is
is that?
Well, I would
I'm not
say
sure why
most of
that's
my-
misogynistic,
I would say,
but
no, not that. I mean, like, never
what's
mind.
how do you define misogyny?
There's a lot of answers up there, Brian.
Yeah.
No, how do you define misogyny?
I don't know. I don't like this.
What? I'm just asking how you define misogyny.
Can I go?
Are you okay? Like, do you want to go as in leave? Is it because I asked how you define misogyny? Is that the?
No.
I wanted to make sure that we were like talking about, because in a debate, it's very important that both people are talking about the same thing, and both people have things defined.
Well, I'm not going to answer how I'm using this in the context because I have signed a waiver.
Wait, what?
Never mind. I don't.
Do you want to just take a little breather? Or you could just stay at the table. I mean,
No, I'd like to go home if that's allowed.
because I asked about how you define misogyny. That was the precipitating thing. I've said some way more.
I don't know. He's asking me to abandon feminism. It's like, do you even know what feminism is? It's like, hey, I was never the one that's been like sitting here wanting a man to be a man.
Wait,
Just-
what? Well, let's
I'd
talk.
just
Let's
like
try
to
to
go
talk.
home.
Well, let's try to talk it through. Let's try to get to the bottom of this, because it seems like it's a position you're really strong on, and we'd like to hear your stance. Nick. So let me try to maybe parse what he was saying. So Darian Murphy, he was saying abandon feminism. You object to that, which is fine. You also objected to him saying find a man. You could certainly find like a strong woman in your family to guide you too.
The reality is like, it doesn't matter about other people. Like, the only person that can fix you is yourself.
Yeah. But you can always go to like a parental figure.
Also, you're already talking about like pornography, and like no man is gonna marry like, yes, there are men that will marry women that do pornography, but you were also talking about how there's a lot of men that are judgmental of that, and like things being potentially online forever.
Yeah.
It's like this is like literally no different for me. Like for me, it's like anyone can look this up. I thought this was gonna be like some little student podcast that like maybe 5 people listen to. I have no idea.
But okay, so are you just on the adult content thing? Do you object to men having a preference for not dating women who have been engaged in that kind of adult content?
No, I think it's really ridiculous that guys are. Also, I've had a lot of guys sit there and complain about how they're jealous that women can actually go into that profession, because a lot of males do not feel like they have a platform in that business. And I do think it's an industry. I do think it's a business. I respect it. It's good. It's dandy. Can I please go home?
If you want to leave, you can leave. I was hoping we could continue having a conversation, but
Just let her go.
okay. I mean, if you're leaving, we can't really offer that, but okay.